Hello beautiful friends, welcome to this beautiful day. I hope the sunshine is shining on your soul and making you feel bubbly and effervescent today in this beautiful goddess, God, source given day of life. So in this video, my name is Owen Fox in case you don't know me, and in this video I want to talk about a quotation that I just saw on Facebook by my friend Harry Matadian. Interesting name. It's just a funny one. He didn't make up the quotation. It's from some Indian person I don't know, saying it's better to be alone than to live with the immature or immature. And it made me think of made me laugh and think of my past when I used to like be in a relationship with people, or like a girl, you know, my ex-partner or partners, especially maybe one, and I used to be thinking too much that she's immature, you know, she's the one who's more unconscious or more immature, more inwardly like less developed, you know what I mean, like less conscious or all this sort of stuff. And the reason I'm making this video, everyone, is because I don't want you to fall into the trap of like, you look at this post or you share this post, it's better to be alone than to live with the immature, thinking you're the one who's all like, you're all mature, I'm all mature, it's just them who's immature. Because what I've really found is, not only did that person make mistakes in the relationship that led to and came from disharmony and chaotic, scrambled, disharmonious, chaotic energy, but so did I. It wasn't just them, it was me too. It was like, you may as well just say it was equal, because our ego wants to blame and say the other person is wrong, but we want to like deflect and deflect the fact that it's us who could be wrong or making a lot of mistakes or responsible. And part of spiritual maturity or inner maturity, part of personal growth, is the willingness and openness and ability to admit and to say and to declare that we are wrong, we made a mistake, we're not looking at it properly, we missed the facts, we didn't cop on, or we didn't use our common sense or see what's happening beyond having to be told what's happening. Like our interpretation, our perception was skewed or inaccurate. And it doesn't have to be a personal thing like I'm a bad person or I'm a wrong person. It's more like temporarily I made an error in certain judgments or interpretations, you know, or I wasn't a master in listening. Yes, I interrupted you, I'm sorry. The willingness and ability to say I'm sorry or to admit that we could be wrong. So like, I'm making this video with the intention so you learn this lesson as a soul coming here to earth. Because when we learn the lessons, then we go on to the next lesson, the next level, stage 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, up to 100 or more, you know. And it's, as you may have heard, until you learn the lesson will keep repeating itself in either the same form or relationship or situation or challenge or whatever the case may be in your life, or through another life situation or a relationship. So the way to learn lessons is to be willing to be wrong and to be open to looking at yourself instead of deflecting all the blame onto another person. To take responsibility and look at ourselves, and to actually study and examine ourselves and to look at ourselves. That's the number one thing I could say, everyone, about spirituality and personal growth. There's two of them. There's one, and two, to be willing to look at yourself and to study and examine and to really look at yourself truly and deeply and find detail if something is amiss, and say, how am I making or creating this or influencing this negatively, and what could I do differently? What's my part in the situation? What am I doing? Me, not all about the other person. And then the second thing, which is like equal, is just to hold an openness and a willingness and a receptivity to listen and learn from what life brings to you in the forms of coincidences and synchronicities and other people, and what other people have to show you, teach you. That's basically it. So to be a humble learner, everyone, to be open to listening. It's all about being open, because if you're closed, you're never going to learn. You're never going to learn if you're closed. So it's really good. I love learning, and over time I've developed this ability to what I'm sharing with you right now, and that is to be open and willing to listen and learn, instead of like the ego, just whatever way you want to call it. I don't even use the word ego that much, really, in all fairness, but just like this solid rock, an impregnable, impenetrable, solid rock marble, thinking like a statue that you're right, everyone else is wrong, and you're just totally closed to learning and receiving the gift of what other people have to share and teach you. So it's taken me time to open up and to be faster and better and more willing to listen and learn instead of speak and to proclaim like I'm right and to judge other people. And it's hard and it's difficult. Like, it takes time, everyone. Like, I'm not pretending I'm a master at this, you know. But I've definitely gotten a lot better over time, for sure. Like, so much better. And my life and relationships especially become so incredibly much easier. It's worth practicing this and looking at yourself. But it's also obviously good then to look and learn and listen. Like, just to look and study even other people's, like, just general behavior, and to see the patterns and how psychology works, how the ego works, how behavioral patterns and belief systems and trauma works. So the best thing to do is look in yourself, of course, because that's how your life changes and your relationship changes. As you change, your outer life will gradually change. As you embody a new frequency or vibration. Because, you know, there's a stage, is like, you listen and learn, and you hear, and you get something, and you take something away. And it's new and it's fresh and it's exciting and it feels good and it resonates with you, and you're thinking, yeah, I'm glad I learned this. But then there's a time, it's like marinating, or it just takes time to embody and to integrate this new frequency and vibration into your whole being, your whole being's vibration and your whole energy. So it becomes a natural, stable, constant part of your life and energy field. And that takes time to, like, sort of practice, to remember it, to practice it into your situations. Like, challenges will come up again, for example, someone will be reactive or you will be reactive. And then, or you have a behavioral pattern that's self-sabotaging. And then you remember this and you think, yeah, you practice it. And then over time it becomes a natural way of being for you. You don't have to think about it consciously as much, as more like integrated subconsciously or just overall into your energy field. And then that's a new you. So it's smug and egotistical to think they're more immature, you know. And sometimes that can be the case, and sometimes we're the one who's clearly more immature. And it's okay to be honest. It's not negative to be real. Like, that's my favorite quotation. It's not negative to be real, but just be careful not to get tricked and smug into you feeling like you're better than another person for being possibly more healing done or more wisdom or awareness gained, maybe because you've been on the journey longer, because that can happen in certain soul contracts. It's happened to me in some ways, but it's also happened to me. I've been like less aware and mature in various areas, 100% as well. So it would be the ego to think you're better than another person, like I'm better, haha, I feel better because I'm better, like as if it's your identity, rather than your skill set or where you are temporarily. But it's also the ego to think, oh my god, I'm worse, like I'm not good enough, you know, I'm worse, I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy. That's equally the ego to think, I'm better, look at me, I'm better, I'm fancier, I'm more evolved. So to see or to recognize and to be clear is to be wise and to be harmonious, and that's okay. That's not the ego. Yeah, so that's all I really want to say. When you carry around a big story with you, like a big chunk of cement, like I'm better or I'm worse, and it's like weighing on you, that's definitely a disharmonious and egoic type of energy. That's not for your highest good, and it isn't your higher self, so to speak. Have a beautiful day, everybody. Life is a gift. This day is the best day ever. Let us make this the best day ever, to choose it and make it much better than yesterday. To listen and learn, to act and to be inspired. Body, mind, spirit, physical, mental, emotional. And to get out there in nature, to sing and to dance together or by ourselves. To move our bodies and exercise and do fun things. To share our creative outlets and our inspiration to be of service to the world or to the close people around us. And to follow our interests and hobbies, take a little bit of time for that. To meet our needs on all levels, to socialize, but also time for ourselves and quiet time. a time for productivity and movement, and a time for quietness and relaxation. To meet a need for Mother Nature and fresh air and the sounds of nature by being quiet and in silence sometimes in nature. To walk, to move, to circulate, to listen to the birds and to the rivers and streams and waters, the blowing wind in the trees, to receive the sky in our eyes and the sunlight, if there's sunlight, on our face, or the brightness. To get out there in the dark too in nature, outside of our home, to walk or move or cycle or whatever, and to see the stars, or at least the moonlight. That's a massive blessing, and these are a lot of our needs, everybody, as well as the need obviously for water, food and shelter or home. These are all beautiful things that we also need to socialize, but also quiet down. So please do meet your needs and learn about these needs of yours and everybody, and we'll all be 1,000 times happier, I promise you. I don't hear these in many videos, so it's my joy to remind you. These are real powerful human needs, as well as skin contact and touch and intimacy. We also have generally a need for sexual expression, sexuality too, and it's lovely to share that either by ourselves in a harmonious way and a balanced way, or with another person, hopefully, if they love and care for us, and it's a joyous, respectful, uplifting and nurturing occasion. And that's beautiful too. Have a lovely day, everyone. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again. And don't forget to share this video if you haven't already, or to subscribe if you haven't already, for more videos of this kind: body, mind, spirit, physical, mental, emotional, herbs, diet, detox, nourish, rebuild, replenish, relationships, work, purpose, spirituality, personal growth. And if you haven't already, also hit the bell button next to subscribe for notifications on new videos, otherwise you won't see them. So lots more videos going regularly, almost daily. And of course hit the like button if you've liked it, and yeah, feel welcome to share, and I love that. So thanks very much. I'll see you again next time. Now if you have any questions or comments, leave them below, or if you want to see my herb store or consultations, just also look at the links below too.